We pass daily in front of people who are not so lucky in this life. They reach out for charity or carry papers in which they write words asking passers-by to help them, or take their children with them in order to compassion others to give them some money, so that poor children sleep in the arms of their parents of extreme fatigue. This is exactly what happened in Beirut, Lebanon. Syrian refugees were forced to flee their country because of the war to find themselves strangers in that country. Although Abdullah was a successful businessman in Syria, where he worked in trade and owned a restaurant in Damascus, the war made him lose everything, finding himself overnight a refugee in Lebanon with no work and no shelter with his wife and 2 children. At first, Abdullah had to ask for charity from passers-by in the street of Beirut. He slept with his family outdoors and covered in papers, but he realized that this would not be the right solution for him and his children, which made him think of a way out for the miserable situation he and his family are living in. Abdullah decided to sell pens in the street, walking along the street, carrying his daughter over his shoulder and selling to passers-by pens, pencils, and some school supplies that he put in a black bag. But this was not enough. All that the father received from his work is a little benefit is not enough to even feed his children. Everything changed in Abdullah's life when he was seen by a Norwegian tourist named Isos Simenarsson, who was roaming the streets of Beirut and suddenly noticed him selling pens and carrying his daughter, who was sleeping on his shoulder, which made him take 2 pictures and then publish them through his account. Twitter launched a fundraising campaign to help him. The photographer took a picture with Abdullah and asked him to tell him about himself and his family, which made him publish his story that attracted the attention of many followers and made them sympathize with his poor family. All this made many people help. The Simenarsson campaign initially set the goal of the campaign to raise $5,000, but 3 months after its launch, $191,000 was raised. Abdullah did not believe what was happening with him and thanked all the internet users who helped him out of the crisis in which he was floundering. After receiving the money, Abdullah opened a restaurant in Beirut, bought 2 apartments, and then opened a restaurant. Abdullah has hired Syrian workers to work in his restaurant and has also given some of the money he earns to help Syrian refugees in Beirut. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.